So this is the first game of a best of one, so the only game of a best of one, I guess I should say. And it's going down on King Sejong Station. Round of 16 in the Go for SC2 Monday. That means there's 75 euros and a spot in the monthly finals on the line, which is always some good times. And well, this is always going to be a fun map because it's a 2-player spawn position and therefore it's going to be very exciting. Spawning in the top left hand spot, we've got our green Terran player representing Alien Invasion, Lillekanin. And down to the lower right, his opponent, representing Russian Universe of Warhammer, Guru. So this is going to be a fun game. Nice little bit of TVZ. I do like it myself. I think it's a lot of fun. The last TVZ we saw this evening did end in a bit of an all-in. We saw some beautiful Zergling surrounds and some Hellions, followed up with a big Baneling all-in. It wasn't even an all-in, it was just a big Baneling offensive. And it crushed. It destroyed. It was very effective. And so, obviously our Zerg player went through. This game though, we've got two GM players. They meet each other relatively frequently, if memory serves. And yeah, they're both very talented. I've cast both of them quite a few times, I think. I've definitely cast Lillekanin a lot. In terms of openings, Lillekanin, just adding in that refinery. That was after the barracks, so this is potentially a Reaper expand. Could potentially be also just a very, very quick factory play. Depends how he wants to go with it. Meanwhile, over on Guru's side, he's gone hatch into a pool. Going to be grabbing a quick gas by the looks of things. He set a rally point of a drone over there. So he's looking to get some good aggression through nice and quick. Getting speed out. Actually, probably not aggression, I take that back. Getting down speed quickly just for the control and dealing with the Hellions and all that sort of good fun things. So, we are getting the Reapers out. First step. And yeah, with obviously the Reapers coming out, you've got a nice bit of aggression. Drones tend to have to run away. Queens, as long as they're out nice and promptly, do deal with the threat very effectively. So, not too much to worry about over me for Guru. Meanwhile, Lillekanin, he's just chilling, waiting patiently. No sign of a factory yet, just going to be grabbing on a command center, has got it queued up. So this is all very normal build at the moment, coming down from our Terra player and also from our Zerg, neither doing anything untoward. The Reaper going to be coming up the little cliff jump, met by two Lings, but the two Lings don't surround it, don't catch it, so going to die as they're kited away off creep. Ooh, nice little bit of micro there by Guru, pulling it back, keeping them alive. Two Queens about to pop out. The drones should be fairly safe. One may need to get pulled here. Just prioritizing the inject from Guru as opposed to anything else. Was that actually a drone kill that went down there? Yeah, it was. Really nice pickup as well as a Ling. That is some good damage. Unfortunately, the Reaper dies. That's very annoying. The Reaper going down is actually quite a big problem because without the two Reapers, the follow-on with the Hellions isn't as effective. But that's kind of a thinking from the Hellions only being used as Hellions. Remember, of course, with the latest patch, we saw that obviously the transformation into Hellbats only requires an armory now, as opposed to the transformation servo upgrades, making using Hellbats a lot more easy to do, or the transition into Hellbats from Hellions a lot more smooth. And it's something which I think there is quite a bit of potential actually for Terran players to try and utilize, especially if they're able to keep those Hellions up for a bit longer. Now this is a really cute little move by Guru. Just getting aggressive with two Lings is delaying the natural command center by what actually is quite a substantial amount of time, forcing this SCV to do the little dance around. The Reaper will deal with these Lings, eventually the Hellions certainly will. But this added in a decent bump to the build, and you can never underestimate how effective that's going to be, because adding in those little bumps is quite often a decent pain. So the Overlord coming into Scout. Now, whilst some of you may take a peek at this and think, ooh, this is a problem, because there's a tech lab and a starport, perhaps this is going to be something aggressive in the form of a Banshee. Guru knows it's not. He can see the tech labs researching because it's glowing, knows that it's getting out, obviously a bit of aggressive play. Ooh, this is actually really sweet. We're getting concussed with Shell, not Stim. Add in the Marauders with the Hellions, and you get a really awkward push to try and contend with. So I'll be interested to see if this push does move out, kind of around the timings I'm expecting. Whether or not we get a drop play in with this as well is also cool to see. Third base coming down for Guru though, so he is continuing to just keep expanding, keep his economy going in the right direction. And really the main thing is Lillekanin is going to be trying to put a stop to that. Note the positioning of his army. This is actually quite critical if he has nice control with it. He was skirting it around away from the Overlord, where it would most likely be. He doesn't want this getting scouted until the second Marauder's coming out. And even then he doesn't want it getting scouted anytime soon. However, a couple of Lings coming in are going to have something to say about that. They all die, but let's Guru know this is coming. Behind it, Spire is on its way, and actually Mutalisks are going to wreck face because there's no anti-air at all on the map right now. That causes problems. However, that Spire's a long way from being done, and there's only Zerglings in order to try and stop this. They've got to get a good surround, because if they don't, it's problems for Lillekanin. He's got to make sure that he roasts these Lings nice and efficiently. Viking takes out Overlord. That supply blocks Guru momentarily. And that supply block is going to prevent him getting out as many reinforcements. Note the armory. Suddenly we've got a lot of Hellbats here. And this is utilizing this new patch. Look at how devastating they are up against these Lings. All of them getting taken down very efficiently. The Marauders being kept safe and sound in the center of that group. This is a devastatingly efficient push being demonstrated by Lillekanin. And Guru is in a lot of trouble right now. Those Hellbats, they're putting on more and more pressure. Getting a lot of damage down. A Queen falls. There's more Lings on the way. But with this many Hellbats, Zerglings really aren't a threat. Plus, they're healed by the Medivacs. That's what makes this push even more devastating. The heal on them just makes it so difficult to try and contend with. GG's called right there. And Lillekanin just demonstrating an insanely, incredibly nice build in the latest patch to take that victory. He's going to be advancing forward to face off against CPU in the quarterfinals in a best of 3.